Global Kashmiri Pandits Diaspora. We are not an organization. We are not an organization. We are not a party. This is a global initiative of Kashmiri Pandits, and it represents Kashmiri Pandits all over the world who have been displaced from Kashmir, who have been thrown into exile, and we have people in the United States, America, Britain, Europe, Finland, New Zealand, Australia, and all the states of India. Now, our main aim is for the world to recognize that Kashmiri Pandits are the real victims of genocide and ethnic cleansing. If you recall 19th January of 30 years back, since 30 years we are in exile. You recall the jihadi slogans from loudspeakers which were put on the mosques and housetops, asking Kashmiri Pandits to leave and leave their women behind. You recall the mass processions of frenzied people giving the same slogans that we want Pakistan without Kashmiri Pandits but with their women. Recall the systematic killings which took place across the valley of Kashmir, irrespective of gender, age, and irrespective of status of people. They started killing Kashmiri Pandits one by one and driving them out of the villages, threatening them, torturing them, abducting them, even raping women and killing them, leaving them by the side of the roads, the fields, not allowing their people even to take the dead bodies away, even to mourn for them. Some dead bodies had to be taken and brought to Jammu for the cremation. Gentlemen and ladies, genocide means intention to kill, to decimate, to finish off a community, to murder a community. All these things happened on that day, and the intent to throw the community away, exculpate it from its roots. You all know we are an ethno-religious community. We are a minority in Kashmir, and ever since independence, we have been subject to deprivation, human rights violations. So this systematic and slow and subtle exculpation was going on. Exclusion of our community from the main social stream was going on. But then the acme, the frenzy of Azadi, the jihad, which took over and accelerated this process of ethnic cleansing. Gentlemen, nobody till date has acknowledged that Kashmiri Pandits are the victims of ethnic cleansing and genocide. We are taking it to a higher scale. We have been fighting in India and also on international bodies. The best we could get so far by the National Human Rights Commission was that yes, your status, your condition is something akin to genocide. Basically, we want to prove to the world that it was genocide and nothing short of genocide. You would all know that we went to the Supreme Court. We are at this time we are taking it up on an international scale. That's why we are having this global Kashmiri Pandits. That means we have the support of each and every Kashmiri Pandit who has been thrown out, who has now been fend for their lives, to get shelter, to get space. They have been moving on. Basically, we have been migrating like nomads from one state to another, from one country to another. That's why the whole diaspora is with us. Basically, GKPD, Kashmiri Pandit Global Diaspora, is a community, collective community consciousness of our identity. This has given us a platform for unity of action, unity of purpose, and the whole world is with us. Local Kashmiri Pandit organizations are behind us. The common man is behind us. So what we are doing now is we are documenting all the facts and figures of the crimes that have been perpetrated against us. We are making it absolutely world class. We are taking the best help of professionals, lawyers, historians who will trace our history right from 5,000 years in the state of Kashmir. and we are going to also go to the European bodies, other national human rights organizations of other countries. We are taking the help of certain other NGOs. We have a Netherlands-based NGO, which is called Global Human Rights Defense, with which we are this time in collaboration. They have promised to help us, and they will give us a peer review of the data that we are going to submit. That data will show all the killings, systematic killings, the people who were killed, where they were killed, who they were, which place they were, what was their status. We are going to show them what has happened to our properties that we left behind, in spite of the fact that there is a bill in our state legislature of the prevention and protection of temple property, prevention and protection of what so-called migrant property. We are going to collect, we have already collected, the thousands, hundreds of our temples, shrines, which have been encroached upon, annexed. Some of them have been totally destroyed. Our most precious symbols of our culture and religion have been desecrated. Our temple gods have been insulted, and we are going to come with proof. You all know that when Bamiyan Buddhas were blasted by the people in Afghanistan, Taliban, the whole world body rose in one to despise this act. But nobody probably knows that some of our temples and shrines which have been encroached upon, annexed, and which have been appropriated, they are even more ancient than the Taliban. We are going to show that there is a cultural genocide, that there is besides the physical genocide, we have suffered cultural genocide, we have suffered religious genocide. That's our main aim.
Now, what is your demand from government of India?
We are not demanding anything from government in India. We want the government of India to recognize that we are internal refugees. Gentlemen, you might be knowing recently there has been a ruling in United Nations. Now they say that internal displaced people are also internal refugees. First, we want this migrant label, which is despicable. We just hate that label. This is an insult to our bruised sensibilities. We want government of India to recognize that we are not just internally displaced, we are internal refugees, as per the definition of the United Nations. That's one. Because that will give us a different entity, that identity, and that will give us some different benefits as a community. We want to go to the international bodies to recognize, yes, genocide took place of this ethnic minority, religious minority, and once that recognition comes, that changes the whole configuration of Kashmir. We want the world also to know that in any solution of Kashmiri problem, whenever you call Kashmiris for a dialogue, whoever they may be, the first people to be called are not the people who raise the guns, who are separatists, who are in collusion with external countries, who are in collusion, who are backed and financed by Pakistan and other terrorist states, who are backed by the funds from Islamic countries. They are not to be called for a consultation. It is the Kashmiri Pandits who are the real victims of jihad, who are the victims of Islamic terrorism and fascism. They are the real stakeholders in Kashmir. That's another thing we are watching. So these are some of the things I think.